Hello my dear students, good afternoon. Today we are going to discuss about the note making. Note making. This question is for 4 marks. So, first of all, I will write that paragraph. Paradise Lost. Paradise Lost is an epic poem. Is an epic poem in blank verse. In blank verse by the 17th century English poet, by the 17th century English poet, John Milton. The first version, published in 1667. Published in 1667. 1667 consisted of 10 books. Consisted of 10 books. 10 books with over 10,000 lines. With over 10,000 lines. 10,000 lines of verse. A second edition. Followed in 1674. Followed in 1674. Arranged into 12 books. Arranged into 12 books. With minor revisions. Minor revisions throughout and a note on the versification. It is considered by critics critics to be Milton's major works, or to be Milton's major work and helped solidify his reputation as one of the greatest English poets of his time. English poets of his time. So, Paradise Lost. Second version, first one, sorry. First one, and a box. Second one, in. Third one. First version published in. First version published in. Number 4, consisted. Fifth one, with. And sixth one, second version published in. Second version published in. Number 7, arranged into. And eighth one, considered by critics. So, just look at the example. We have here 8 boxes and each box carrying half mark. So, here we have answers already in the paragraph. We just may arrange them correctly according to the boxes. So, first of all, I am going to read that paragraph. Paradise Lost is an epic poem. First of all, while solving this question, we just underline the main points in the paragraph. So, Paradise Lost is an epic poem in a blank verse by the 17th century English poet John Milton. So, obviously, we are talking about the greatest ever poet John Milton, and the first version published in 1667. Yes, and consisted of 10 books with over 10,000 lines of verse. A second edition followed in 1674, arranged into 12 books, with minor revisions throughout, and we know on the versification. It is considered by critics to be Milton's major work and helped solidify his reputation as one of the greatest English poets of his time. So, first of all, see that first option is here, and so just once again read that epic poem. Here in first box we have to write is an epic poem. Is an epic poem. So, in the second option is in. We have answer here already. Blank verse. Blank verse. Now see the third option. First version published in. Just once again read that by the 17th century English poet John Milton. The first version published in. We have to write the year. Third one, 1667. So that is the third answer. Now the fourth one, consisted of 10 books. So here 10 books. 10 books, the fourth answer. 10 books. The fifth one, now see. Here we have 10 books with over 10,000 lines. With over 10,000 lines. So answer number 5 is 10,000 lines. 10,000 lines of verse. A second edition followed in 1674. A second edition. Answer number 6. Answer is 1674. 1674. Arranged into 12 books. Here we have arranged into 7 number. Arranged into 12 books. 12 books. 12 books with minor revisions throughout and a note on the versification. It is considered by the critics. So here we have 8-1, considered by the critics to be Milton's major work. So 8 number answer will be Milton's major work. Major work, and helped solidify his reputation as one of the greatest English poets of his time. So it means what? Here we have 8 boxes and each box carrying half mark, and 8 answers are here already. So already answers are there in paragraph. We just find out them and write a correct option into the box. So here is the first example. Then once again we are going to see another example here. example. We can classify Elizabethan theatres. We can classify Elizabethan theatres into two main groups. Into two main groups. Those within the London district, and those located throughout the English countryside. Throughout the English countryside. The English countryside. Located throughout the English countryside. The theatres within the London London district can be further classified. London districts can be further classified as playhouses, playhouses, inn yards, and private theatres, The Globe was the most. The Globe was the most. Globe was the most well known of all the Renaissance. Well known of all the Renaissance. All the Renaissance. Stages associated. With Shakespeare. Besides the Globe, during his lifetime, during his lifetime, Shakespeare's plays were performed. Plays were performed. Plays were performed outside London. Outside London. London by touring theatre. By touring theatre. Companies all over the country. Companies all over the country. In town halls and outdoors. In town halls and outdoors. Elizabethan theatres classified on location. First of all, within throughout countryside. Within and throughout. Further classified. Further classified. Second one. Third one. And fourth one. Fifth number. Most well-known theatre. Most well-known theatre. Associated with Shakespeare. Number 6. his plays performed. His plays performed. Performed. Six number. Number 7. Outdoors. Outdoors. And eighth one. So here we have 8 boxes and we have to write the correct option in the box. So just once again read that paragraph carefully. We can classify Elizabethan theatres into two main groups. Those within the London district and those located throughout the English countryside. The theatres within the London district can be further classified as playhouses, Enneads and private theatres. The Globe was the most well known of all the Renaissance stages associated with Shakespeare. Besides the Globe, during his lifetime, Shakespeare's plays were performed outside London by touring theatre companies all over the country, in town halls and countryside. So please, first of all, within, we can classify Elizabethan theatres into two groups within. One is those within the London district and those located throughout the English countryside. So first of all, here the option is within London district. London district. London district. Now second, further classified. Now see that the theatres within the London district can be further classified as playhouses. Playhouses. Then the second option is Enneads. Enneads and private theatres. Private theatres. Private theatres. Most well-known theatre. Private theatres. The Globe was the most well-known of all. Most well-known theatre, the Globe. Associated with Shakespeare. Globe was the most well-known of all the Renaissance stages associated with Shakespeare. Besides the Globe, during his lifetime, Shakespeare's plays were performed outside London, outside London by touring theatres. Touring theatres. Theatre companies all over the country, in town halls and outdoors. In outdoors and town halls. So here we have two examples of note making. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇದ್ದಿರ್ತಾವ. ಆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಫಿಲ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಮತ್ತು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು 4 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಅನ್ನು 8 ಬಾಕ್ಸಸ್ ಗೆ 4 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ತಗೋಬಹುದು. So this is the note making question asking for 4 marks. So today we have studied that, and thank you for watching the video.